Delicious. Oh yeah, that's good. Morning, Lost people. It's Dave with Lost Farms Homestead. We're out here on the ranch again. It is Saturday, April 29th, 30th. Yesterday was 29th, I believe. Yeah, 30th, I think. And I'm up here with John this weekend, and I got a load of lumber here. I got some lumber in the back of the truck, and I brought up a bunch of that PEX that we were given. I got that in the back of the truck also. We're gonna unload that and store it in the container. Yeah, I think the lumber, I think what we're gonna do is we're going to make an attempt, excuse me, we're going to make an attempt to work on the dormer over the shower in the Earthbag house. I'm going to try and get the dormer up over the shower and get that all framed in, and if we can get that framed in, then we're going to do the rafters down the side towards the slider, where the opening is for the slider. And then hopefully we'll have enough time left, and the plan is we're going to try and take down some of the sandbags over that bubble, that pop out where it's popping out a little bit right there. I think we're going to take some of that down. Excuse me. I think we're going to take a few layers of that down and try to rearrange that and put it in properly and try to straighten it up so that it's not, bent out anymore like that. So, you got that?
Yeah, just trying to find a decent spot for it that's low enough.
Yeah, you got to kind of get it in between the rocks right there. Yeah, that'll work. That's good. Sorry. Anyways, so, yeah, a few things on my mind this morning. I'm not going to go through all of it, but I've been thinking about this whole economy thing that's happening right now. They're talking about a recession and a bunch of crazy stuff with the economy. I've been blessed enough recently where I'm in a situation where I'm going to be able to pay off almost all of my debt. And I'm not trying to brag on anything or anything like that. And it's not really anybody's business what my financial situation is. And I'm not trying to put it out there like it is. All I'm saying is like I've said before many times on this channel, you can't really talk about doing things unless you're actually doing them. And one of the things that I had talked about previously was, eliminating your debt, becoming debt-free, becoming independent of the system. And I talked about that. And it did bother me for a while that I had said that, and that I currently, shortly I won't be, but quite a bit in debt. I had a lot of debt. I had vehicle loans. I had a few other things that I was paying off, some student loan stuff and whatever else, just, standard things that people have that they have to pay off, And I was making payments on it and trying to, double up and, do the snowball thing. If anybody's working on trying to handle their finances, I very much recommend Dave Ramsey. I'm not really so much into his investing advice. I mean, personally, I don't really trust the banking system and all of the 401k and the IRAs and savings and all of that stuff. I really don't trust that stuff. That's me personally. I mean, for me personally, I'd rather just, you know, stash a bunch of cash somewhere. But, you know, maybe possibly invest in like silver or gold, something like that, something substantial that you can like put hands on, and, you know, not electronic numbers out in, you know, the interwebs. I don't trust that. Anyways, so what I'm getting at is I'm not so much on Ramsey's investing advice and that kind of stuff. I mean, yes, save for sure, save money. You want to have an emergency fund, totally for sure. Long term, whatever. I mean, for me, I would invest in real estate property if you can. If you have enough money, if you can do that, I would definitely invest in real estate. That's something substantial that's not going to go away when, you know, things go sideways. And the other thing is that no matter what happens, land will always appreciate. It might drop, but it'll come back up. Land will always appreciate. You're never gonna, you know, it's not like buying a vehicle that loses half its value when you drive it off the lot, you know. So, anyways, if you're trying to eliminate debt or get a hold of your debt or something like that, I definitely recommend Dave Ramsey. His system works. It's a great system. So check him out. I believe he's what is it? Financial Freedom. Probably. I don't know what the website is. I'll find it and put it in the description of the video. But definitely check him out if you're having that issue. So, anyways, yeah, so I have issue with talking about things that we're not actually doing, and that was bothering me a little bit. And now that we have this situation coming up that's going to be a blessing to us, we're going to be pretty much 100% debt-free except for the mortgage on the house. So that puts us in a good spot. So, but anyways, yeah, so whatever you can do to get rid of debt, do it. I mean, you know, the scriptures say that debt is like, it's, yeah, you don't want to have debt. I mean, a person who owes is a slave to their debt, is kind of pretty much what it says. And there's a few different parables in there, and it goes through and talks about it. And, yeah, also, if and when things go sideways in the world, you don't want to owe people because they're going to come looking for it. And if you can't pay it, they're going to take what you have. So, I suggest, I recommend that anyone who has any debt, just try to get rid of it. Another thing that's really good for eliminating debt is additional income, you know, like side jobs, what do they call those now? Side gigs, what is it? Hustle, that's what I'm thinking. Side hustles, yeah. So, well, that's what they call it. So, yeah, I mean, if you got something you can do on the side, you know, I mean, one thing that I was talking about with my wife, you know, I mean, it's not that difficult to get a notary, you know, to get a notary stamp. And if you can get a notary stamp, that means you can charge people to notarize their paperwork. And one thing that you might be able to do, you know, is get a stamp and then just like, you know, drive to people so they don't have to leave their house. Busy people need to sign stuff, you know. So just like put it up as a service where it's like a mobile notary, and then just go to their house and, you know, have them send you whatever paperwork, print it out, go to their house, do your thing, and then mail it wherever it needs to go and charge them for it. You know, it's, right? I mean, I don't know, just a thought. I thought it was a good idea, just pulling something out. I mean, there's a million things that you can do. There's so much online work now that you can do, and at-home work and other things like that. I mean, there's no reason people can't have some kind of a side hustle.
The lottery is not a side hustle.
Yeah, the lottery is not a side hustle. That's a thing. Good call, John.
Yeah, someone just won like $400 million in Glendale a couple days ago.
Wow, I wouldn't even know what to do with $400 million. That's way too much money for one person.
Tell that to Jeff Bezos. He's got 492 billion.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah. That would be a lot of ministry. But anyways, all right, that's enough of that. So, yeah, the moral of this story is, yeah, if you have debt, please try to get out from under it, because it's an anchor and it'll drag you down. So, anyways, all right, we're gonna get into the scriptures a bit and get some breakfast, and then we'll head over to the build site and get some framing up. So, stick around. We'll see you in a bit. Thanks. All right, so we're out here near the house. At the house over here, and John's over here setting up right now, and we're getting ready to do some work out here. So I got a bunch of lumber, and these are all a bunch of 8-footers. I got some 10s and 12s, and I got a diagram for how we're going to put it all together over here. So the plan is I needed 16-foot 2x6s, but I can't move them in my truck because they stick out the back. They're too long to do that way. So what I did was I got a bunch of 8-footers, and I'm gonna splice them in the middle. So I got a bunch of these splices, and I'm gonna put 4 or 6 fasteners in here and stitch it like this on the one side. So I'll stitch them together like that on one side, and then I got these stitch plates here for the other side, so we'll just pound these on the other side, and that should, I think that will stitch them together well enough so that we can run them across like rafters, and then we'll get them put on that way, and then we'll do some cross bracing through the middle. But before we do that, I want to work on the dormer, and that's going to be a bit more complicated. We're going to have some crazy cuts on that, so I'm not sure. I don't really have a good way to measure or cut that, so we're just going to kind of wing it and try to get those together as best we can. So I'll show you what the plan is, and then we'll start pulling tape and getting up on ladders and doing some measuring and stuff, and we'll see how we can do it. So stick around. Thanks. right, so I just wanted to show you guys one of the cuts we're doing out here for this dormer to get all of this stuff to fit in here. So we had to cut this angle on the end of this in order for it to sit up against the other rafter coming in, and then this notch here, this is to go around the framing that sits in front of it. And then over here we had to cut this to match that side and then notch it here in order to get around the clip hanger that's on there. So sorry for the wind. So I'm gonna set up over here so we can show you how this thing fits in here, and then we'll get it set up, so stick around. Thanks. We have finished the roof framing over the dormer. This is what we got right here. Check it out. So that is gonna be over the top of the shower. Here, let me get up here. So you can see here, see how it sticks up above all the rest. So these are gonna slope straight down like that to the back, and then that's gonna pop up just like that and just be a little dormer right there. And we're gonna continue on this side. We have I have 8 more 4 more 8-foot 2x6s, and we're gonna splice those together and run 2 more rafters here across here in this area here, so 24 and 24, and that'll get us closer to the edge. It won't get us all the way to the edge, and I was a little bit short. I didn't get all of the lumber that I was going to need to do it because it was really expensive, so I got enough to do the dormer, and I thought I had enough to get us out here, but the thing is that I wasn't paying attention, and we cut into some of the 8-footers when we should have been cutting into the 10s and 12s that I got for the small pieces here, and then we didn't have any of the 8-footers left to do the remainder. And also, because the layout was wider than I thought it was in the middle, we ended up adding a rafter in there, so it took one away from this end. So we'll probably get out a little ways out here, halfway across, and then we'll have to come back and do some additional stuff later on. So, but there are rafters going up. The dormer is up. That was a big deal. That was one of the big deals that I was looking for. So we got that done, and yeah, it's moving along. So I think, yeah. So we're gonna get these 2 up here, and then we'll see what time it is, and we'll kind of go from there. So stick around. Thanks. finished for the day. I'm up here. It's a little windy. Sorry for the wind. Here, we're up here on top. Let me show you where we're at right now. So this is the rafters going across here. And you can see them, and we're not all the way out to the end yet. We still got about 4 or 5 feet to go, but you can see here where the dormer is, how that dormer sticks up right there. That's right over the shower. You can see the shower below. So yeah, we're gonna have the water shed down and then back, and it's gonna go back into the back and then all collect into a IBC tote, and then we're gonna run it in, plumb it through the house or through the structure so that we have a shower and whatever else in here. So it's gonna be nice. So that's where we're at right now. We are finished for the day. Oh man, nice day. Good work today. Got a lot done. I'm real happy about it. Wish we could have got more, but running out of hours. Hang on, let me climb down. Oh, hey, all right. Yep. All right, time to invest in some good ladders. Whew. How's it going? Almost ate it right there. All right, anyways. So here, let me get you a view inside here. So this is what it looks like right now inside here. And we still got a little bit of stuff laying around. I apologize. We're still cleaning it up a bit, but this is the inside here. And that's what we've got framed right there. And here, let me get you a good look over here. So from here you can see right down that thing right there where we got it all the way through. That's good. And then we got a bunch of this in here. We still got, we're not all the way to the end yet. So sorry about the sun, that's kind of bright. So you can see we got to pick up. So we're 24 on center. So 24, 48, you know, all the way out like this. And we need to pick up here. We got like 1, 2, probably 3 more to get out to the end of this guy here. That's the end of the beam. So, but yeah, it's looking good. I'm real happy with it. And yeah, we just got a bit more to go. So I'm thinking maybe 1 more load of lumber. If I pick up about as much lumber as I did this last time, I think we can get the rest of the rafters done. And then I just need to get the sheathing for the roof. We do need to put some braces in here. We're going to put some cross braces in between right there. We're going to get some cross braces in there all the way through, probably 2 rows. We'll go all the way across, all the way down one run, all the way down another, just to keep them so they don't try to, you know, twist. And so, but we should be able to just cut those because it's all 24 on center. We should be able to just cut them, a bunch of 2-foot ones, and stick them in there. Shouldn't be an issue. So, and then this side here is all open still. We haven't gotten to this side yet. So, but yeah, I'll finish up these rafters. I'm gonna pull a tape and see how much space we got so I know how many I need. I'll do that before we leave. And then we'll finish up the rafters, and then we'll get the sheathing next and start working on that. So I think next week we have a thing that we have to take care of. I'm not sure that there's even going to be a video next week. So if you miss us, don't worry, we're okay. We have some things we have to take care of. So, excuse me. I'll try to get in like a prepping video or something else in between. I'll try to do something in between just to fill the space so that there's a video there. But if you don't see anything, don't worry. We had something to take care of. So, yeah, I guess that's all for now. That's where we're at. So we're going to get this wrapped up and go get something to eat and relax, and then get us home in the morning. So thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Like and subscribe.